everyone, and welcome to another segment of astrologyanswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terence Gardino. This week is going to be very active astrologically wise. We had the new moon just a few days ago on the 5th, and so the new moon was in Aries. Aries is all this adventurous, pioneering, assertive energy. It certainly is stimulating all this spring fever if you're in the northern latitudes. And most of this very active week is favorable, giving a lot of opportunities to make progress, but really with the new moon in Aries, to establish new jobs, projects, relationships, a lot of initiating and beginning. Now, on Monday is the only day we're not having a major planetary event, but the moon, which sets the emotional tone, is beginning in stable Taurus, sensible Taurus, and then by midday, depending on where you are on the planet, the moon is moving into Gemini. And so all of a sudden our minds are running and we're brainstorming ideas and we're talking a lot and thinking a lot as we go into Tuesday, when Venus, creative and relationship Venus, aligns with dreamy, imaginative Neptune. This is a day you can fall in love. This is a day of creative inspiration. But you want to make sure you're dealing with, you're being sensible and practical when you're dealing with love matters, because Venus-Neptune can have you falling in love with love and forgetting about the other person, which could then set you up for a disappointment if they aren't who you thought they are at a later date. Then we go into Wednesday. Wednesday's a really big day because expansive Jupiter is going retrograde, as it does every year, and it'll be retrograde until August the 11th. Everything that Jupiter represents is now going to be more on hold or slower or more internalized. Jupiter seeks knowledge. It's the planet of higher education, teaching, learning, publishing, media, marketing. The common thread here is expanding, learning about the world, spreading information about to the world, or traveling out to the world. And on Wednesday, and a lot of you may actually feel this Jupiter shifting energy, that your expectations, your hopes, the big goals are now starting to slow down. Or maybe it's just that, all right, you prepared, you started all these big new plans in recent days or months, and now it is time to do the work before you get the big reward. So then the Jupiter retrograde could be the time of doing the studying, the preparing, and so forth. Also on Wednesday, Mercury, decision-making Mercury, is going to be excellent with Pluto. This is a day when good for meetings. You can really persuade people to your point of view, but also perfect with Jupiter that rules higher education going retrograde, starting to pull deep within, because Pluto is the ruler of the underworld and a research or investigation. So when Mercury is excellent with Pluto on Wednesday, this is great for going back to school, studying starting a new educational program, doing a lot of studying, researching. On Thursday, now that Mercury that has moved past the Pluto is now aspecting expansive Jupiter, and Jupiter is hardly moving at all, just 24 hours later. So there's a lot of hopefulness You just got to make sure you're being realistic and grounded, because with that intense Jupiter, just turning retrograde, and curious Mercury, you might be having overinflated expectations. So just keep it real and you will make a lot more progress. As we get to Friday, now Venus is going to be in harmony with practical Saturn. Good for relationships, good for making long-range plans with relationships. Venus is also a planet of creativity, Saturn business. You could be selling art, investing in art, or just moving more into or manifesting more positively a creative business. And on Saturday, the Sun is putting a real spotlight of tension to Pluto. Now, this could be some big power struggles with authority or with parents, with your boss. That's on one end of the spectrum. Or this could be where you are, the Sun is putting a spotlight on where you need to make a lot of deep internal changes. So this would be a great day for taking, a self-improvement seminar, or to be having an astrology reading, or even be seeing a therapist, to do a lot of exploration of your inner psychic world that Pluto represents. But then on Sunday, now the Sun shifts from Pluto and it's in the best flow of energy with expansive Jupiter. Great day for traveling, making long-range plans, feeling really optimistic about your future, and certainly could be, really making all kinds of plans with traveling and education, media, marketing. And on that same day, Sunday, creative Venus, social Venus is now excellent with Pluto, which can stir passions, because the Pluto wants to go deep and Venus wants union, and it's in a positive flow of energy. So this could be a very favorable day for a relationship. Could also be a great day to be attending a party, going on a date, or headed for the airport to go on a vacation where you will really be enjoying yourself. So, before I sign off, I want to remind you that I'm available for the one-question offer for a nominal fee. It's important that you list your time of birth. That'll help give me more accurate information for you. And you can find a direct link to order the question in the description box below. I want to thank you for watching. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, have a great week.